I've spent over 2,000 hours editing videos in Premiere Pro for some of the biggest YouTube channels in the world, including my own. But now there's AI tools that people claim can do it all for you. So in this video, I'm gonna test them out. Here are the rules. 1, I have to make the exact same YouTube short from completely scratch on every single editor just to keep it fair. 2, if the software crashes more than twice, it is instantly disqualified. And for number 3, I'm gonna get a YouTube Shorts GOAT making over 10K a month from my program to blindly rate every single video and choose once and for all which is the best video editor to go viral with. I have a sneaky suspicion it will not be Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro, $60 a month, $64 with taxes and everything. Yes, I am getting scammed if that's the question that you're asking. All right, where are the templates? Alright, so slight problem. The video I plan to replicate on every single software is a text story.
Like the ones where she says, "I'm pregnant," and he says, "It's not mine."
Exactly.
Now, Premiere Pro, despite having AI, doesn't really seem to have any way to create these text conversations for me. And so I think what I'm gonna have to do here is make this entire video from scratch. I found this website called Prank Shit where I can pretty much custom make my own conversations between people. And so I have a script cooked up over here. And what I'm gonna do is pretty much paste these conversations into this to have to start the editing. Let's just say the copy paste button got heavily abused. I'm pretty sure I had some dents on my keyboard at this point. Oh my god, okay. 20 minutes later, just the conversation is done. So what I'm gonna do now is download image, go to Premiere Pro, bust that in real quick. Oh, I'm hella confused. At this point, I realized that I pasted the entire conversation in just one picture, but the whole point of these text stories is to pop them up individually. So I started slowly losing my dignity. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. As I was finally getting closer to finishing this video. Let's log in. So I had to manually go in and re-export every single text separately. This was not fun, but game is game. So once I was done with downloading all the text stories, the next step was to get our gameplay and voiceovers for the actual video. Only problem is, Premiere Pro just doesn't have a way to make shorts like these without having to go to other websites. They're not very inclusive, man. So I got my background gameplay from premiumgameplay.com, which we just partnered up with, by the way. And for the actual voiceover, we just used my trusty friend, Clippy.ai. Absolute shameless promo. Shameless. That's why I quit video editing. Holy shit. It's been like an hour and a half. And we haven't even started editing the video because we're preparing the video. Yeah, I'm not in the best of moods right now. Definitely a little, I'm gonna schmirk my dirk. So at this point, the entire voiceover was finally done. Everything building up to making the video was complete, which meant all I had to do now was mix and match the audio with the actual text conversation I made to finish the short.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so far, I've low-key cooked up like 70–80% of this video. It's been like 40 minutes, so I'm low-key trenching, but this is what we have so far.
Known what I would have done.
Yeah, I agree.
Homies for life.
It would be hard to just...
Here's where I got shifty, bro. I started using keyframes here. I started getting a bit jiggy with it because, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna only do this once. I'm never using this again, that's for sure. Video 1 was done. I'd honestly give the experience a 2 out of 10. I'd give the quality a 3 out of 10. And I'd give my will to live probably a -7 out of 10. All right, what I'm gonna be trying now is low-key a software that's way more equipped for the videos we wanna make versus Premiere Pro. As you guys saw from the way that video turned out, you need a lot of effort to be able to make a banger video using Premiere Pro. Vsub might just change everything. This is meant to be a short form specific AI video editor. Right here on the dashboard, it kind of gives me all the options of videos I could make. First is fake text video, which is exactly what we're trying to do for every single video editor. So let's just go ahead and pay for the starter plan. Compared to Premiere Pro, this is definitely a lot cheaper. Hopefully that doesn't mean that it makes it worse. Anyways, let's go over here to fake text and let's try to make our video. All right, a feature I'm actually seeing here that's pretty cool is that you can pretty much just import or paste your script in here. Invalid format. Which is pretty good because a lot of people don't want to be rewriting out, I have no clue what to do, every single one of their conversations every time they make a video. Import invalid format. All right, so I have to import this as a CSV file. This is extremely weird. I've turned it into a CSV file, but it's still not being allowed when I press import. So I guess what I'll try to do is just copy this whole thing and paste it in here potentially. Invalid format. Okay. I have no clue what to do. And all I'm trying to make is a simple video. I think what we'll do, instead of me having to just copy paste the exact same video in, I'm just gonna make it generate a completely new story for me.
One very long digestive tract later.
All we have to click is create video now. Okay, and the video's made. So now I can regenerate the voice. I have like 30 to 50 voices to choose from. Characters, I can change the character, so I can change the way the video looks. I can change the messages and the layout. So there's actually a pretty decent like amount of settings I can use here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave this to kind of the purest form of its editor. I just want to see what it's able to do for me. All we gotta do is click download now. Let's make it in 60 FPS. Oh, that costs more credit. No worries. Download. Okay. Still rendering in like a minute and a half now. The only thing that keeps me sane during long wait times is playing Block Blast. If you know, you know. For a 56-second video, this is low-key taking way too long to render, but it's better than Premiere Pro, so I don't even think I have the right to complain. Okay, the video's done.
Hey, did you hear what happened last night?
No, tell me everything.
It was wild. Another night of potent smoke editing.
Vsub experience was pretty decent. Pretty much none of their features actually work though. So at this point, I'm just hoping this next one at least cooks. Now the third software we're actually going to be going over is called Framelabs. Most of you have never heard of this before, and that's because it was very newly built. This is made with all of the Creo tech, which costs like millions of dollars to do, but it's very specifically curated for making banger viral YouTube shorts. So we're going to make a video here and see how much of a banger it spits out. All right, so I'm on the dashboard here. We're obviously going to go with fake text videos as that's what we've been doing the entire time. Let's go ahead and make the profile name Stacy Hot Step Cousin. All right, that's pretty banger. And now it's time to actually curate my conversation.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, full story cooked. I high-key had to bring out my inner demons for this one, but let's go ahead and click next. We can choose our theme here. So I think we should just do black iMessage. It's the cleanest, it's what everyone uses, and it's what we've done on pretty much every other story. Click next again. And over here, we can pretty much choose from a full library of videos. And the cool thing about this that none of you guys, that I've never told any of you guys about before, is that these are all custom recorded satisfying clips and gameplay clips. Yes, there is quite literally a factory custom making these slime videos so that you guys can use them in your content. Let's just use this slime video because it's free, and why not? Let's just click next again. Okay, perfect. Over here, we can choose our voices.
Our distrust is very expensive.
We'll just use Adam for the center voice and then Natasha for the receiver.
We should all be thankful for those people.
We can kind of choose filters here for how we want to make the voices, but I'll just leave them as they are and click export. Once export is clicked, you see Framelabs is pretty much generating the entire video, and Framelabs isn't a monthly fee. I think that's what's pretty cool about it. All you do is just pay one time and get access to exporting a ton of videos. So if you want to try Framelabs, I released a one-off sale just for this video specifically. All you have to do is click the link in the bio and you get access to making absolute bangers pretty instantly. Now that this video is made, I'm gonna go ahead and download it, add it to the library, and move on to the next editor. What I'm really high-key nervous about though is what this rating is gonna look like, and it's completely unbiased, so I'm not gonna be able to slide the guy a quick 20 under the desk to get him to vote for Framelabs. All right, fourth and final editing software, Clippy.ai. Not gonna lie, landing page looks awfully familiar, but I don't judge by the front, I only judge by the back. That is a motto for life, by the way. Anyways, so let's go ahead and subscribe. To be really honest though, I did have to pay $23 instead of the $19 that was promised on the website. Yes, I'm stingy, but this shit matters. For context so far, these are the prices on every single editing software that we've had to pay for. Anywho, let's go fake text videos and create this thing. Can't hear anything, which is not the best, but let's just go choose this, choose this. I don't really know what any of this means. This is kind of confusing. Can you import a video though? That's what I'm trying to see, because I'm not really trying to write a whole story. Oh wait, there is an AI button. Okay, generate a funny conversation about me sleeping with my friend's sister. I actually didn't see that AI button. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is made. Okay, let's see how big of a library they have. Quick angle switch, but I'm not gonna lie, the library is not that big, which I don't like. I think what's really important when making these types of videos is having access to like a ton of background footage. But regardless, let's just go ahead and export. I'm not gonna lie, render times are a big thing. Out of everything, Premiere Pro and Creo were the ones to cook the fastest. Vsubs took like 7 minutes. Let's see if this cooks pretty fast. This is low-key cooking, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty proud of this software, all right? And I can just go ahead and download. All right, every single video is officially done and over with, and it's now time to get a YouTube Shorts goat to blindly rate them completely honestly. Was kind of nervous for the rating, but I laid all the videos out in a Google Drive so that you guys could specifically see what he was choosing. And at this point, it was all out of my hands. I did my job. It was now time for him to do his. Damn, that was some rap right there. Yo.
Yo.
Let's just start this.
So the worst one is Mystery Video 3.
Okay, and why do you think that?
Just by how the messages are basically cropped, it feels like 5-year-old made this. The second worst video, I feel like it's Mystery Vid 2. The gameplay is pretty outdated. If this was put into like feed, the YouTube Shorts feed, it would flop.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. And second best?
Okay, the second best. I feel like it has to be Mystery Vid 1, the second best. Honestly, compared to the best one, which is Mystery Video 4, this one has Minecraft gameplay and the messages are good. They are propped really fine and really good, you know?
So you think in like the current way that the algorithm is, Mystery Video 4 would perform the best?
Yes, exactly.
Let's go. All right, so pretty much Premiere Pro came 4th, Clippy came 3rd, Vsub came 2nd, and Framelabs came 1st, which I knew was gonna happen because this is what I pretty much built Framelabs around. It was to build around the current algorithm and going viral in today's market. And I would recommend everybody test it out because I'm very confident this is gonna take over for YouTube Shorts this year. Anyways, I love all of you. I'm gonna go climb my room and I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.